matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Vols will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Commodores offense takes the field for the first time today. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Sherrill. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. They'll send out the kicker here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Tennessee's offense has its first opportunity of the day. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end.
Taking a shot on the first play. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. They'll move the tight end. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Scanning the field, it's Aguilar. Quickly to the tight end. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Really nice job locking in by the quarterback that time on third down. That was the completion you had to have. You're only down 3-0, I get it. It's your second.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The play action fake. With the catch, it's Staley. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's complete to the right. There he goes! They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Vols are in the hurry-up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
How about this defense coming out the gates? First drive, getting to the quarterback. They wanted to affect the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. Already 2 sacks on this first drive.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Punts it out of the air. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop now to see what they do on 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And we're even here in the first.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Hoskins. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. The sure hands, it's Hudson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Back to throw, it's Pavia. Caught, close to the marker, it's Hoskins. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. That's caught, it's Hoskins. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Let's send the tight end in motion. Now the play fake. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hoskins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. long, he'll need to push it downfield. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
The Commodores will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. After the filthy move, he's got room. Touchdown, Tennessee! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
And they knocked through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Off the play fake on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Spence. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a second and long. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first. At midfield, he's got room. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Backed up now, here's second and long. That's reeled in, it's Stowers. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Commodores are marching down the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on second and long. Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Got him downfield. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. Trying to get it to the marker. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. The Volunteers want to crank the tempo.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Back to pass on second down. Quarterback strolling away from heat.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Intercepted. Got some room to run.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Finds his tight end.
What a snag. How about that catch, man? When he threw the football, you're like, no, don't throw it. But the big fella says, it's my ball. I don't care if anybody's near me. He'll make the catch. That tight end just earned some money.
That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. RPO complete to open the drive. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready.
Breaks into the open. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Vols!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Calls his own number. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got it behind the line. It's Hoskins. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking for a man. It's Pavia. Got it in the middle. It's Stowers. tackle is made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. Punt is on its way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed and skill set.
And the Vols want to pick up the tempo. The 2024 season for Tennessee had some highs, wins over Bama, Florida, and Oklahoma. Man, it didn't end with a thud. They got clipped by the Ohio State buzzsaw and then suffered the big shocker of the offseason with Nico Iamaleava jumping into the transfer portal.
Yeah, I don't know that there was a more interesting offseason than in Knoxville. The quarterback spot, the drama, the back and forth, and Nico leaves, and then Joey Aguirre, who he goes to UCLA, Nico, and now the guy who transferred there transfers to Tennessee, so quarterback roulette, and Tennessee has a new guy.
There are things I expected to remain consistent, at least with Tennessee, though. Tim Banks is going to do a great job at defensive coordinator on that side of the ball, and you know Tennessee's going to run it as well. So I know a lot of question marks around the quarterback spot, but there are other facets to this team that make them very dangerous.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And the Volunteers with the 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Staley. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Quarterback will keep it. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll give it to him again. Runs for the tackle. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to sneak it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Back to pass, it's Pavia. Shows him the stiff arm. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Stowers. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Catch in the middle. It's Stowers. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Vols want to move quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. Only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
To the air, it's Aguilar. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. And he gets back on top of it, and a first disaster. Good presence of mind by the quarterback there to not panic when the ball went on the ground and able to get it back.
I would just like to see better ball security, Reese, from the quarterback, too. You know, you got to keep 2 hands on the ball at all times. It doesn't matter. You're looking downfield. You know you're going to have guys around you trying to swat away at the football. Got to keep 2 points of pressure at minimum on that ball, and the quarterback lucky to fall on that one.
They boot it away on 4th down. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. Crosses the 40. Turns it on in midfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
They'll try the run. Turning it on. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Spits it out to the back. Found a seam. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Doors. Big time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Staley. And the returner will be dragged down. So here is the Tennessee offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
The Volunteers moving quickly to the line. Looks as if he's going to run it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Punt is on its way. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Got it in the middle, it's Stowers. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Caught in the backfield, it's Alexander. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. Kick is in the air. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Odd choice to take the penalty there. If you just take the loss, it also costs the offense down. Instead, they'll replay it. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. To throw, it's Aguilar. Right on the money. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Vols will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hudson. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Fires to the tight end. And they get him down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Alexander. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. Throws to the back. Found the spot in the defense. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looking for a man. It's Pavia. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference.
Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Sherrill. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They roll ready. Kick 3 tonight. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Staley. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Here's the Heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It is perfect.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A very conservative approach here, just taking the knee and heading to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that 1st half. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The Commodores will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll start this third quarter with a run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Volunteers will hustle to the line. He'll pull it on the read. Runs through a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it, and he had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Wants to throw. It's Aguilar. Pulls it in. It's Matthews. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go.
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out! That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Quick handoff. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Makes the quick grab. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Caught behind the line. It's Hudson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. Makes the catch. It's Hudson.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. Hauls it in. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Vols come to the line in the hurry-up. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Volunteers will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today, making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Got his man downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Commodores have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Tight end now in motion. They'll run play action. Catch in the middle, it's Hoskins. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Run it with the fullback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolutely perfect. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So here is the Tennessee offense. They'll give it to the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
The Vols really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. To the air, it's Aguilar. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
The Volunteers will punt it away on 4th down. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Gives it on the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Going to the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Commodores line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's got it down the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Vols headed quickly to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st.
There he goes. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. To the air, it's Aguilar. Makes the grab. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The short hands, it's Staley. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Pulls and fires complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Now facing a third and long. Gonna look downfield again. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Still up by 5 after missing that chance to put a little padding on it, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking for space. It's Newberry. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hoskins. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. Motion from the wide receiver. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it! They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. Slams it ahead. Touchdown, Vandy! And that one will put them up here in the second half. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. And the Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Working that left side now. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And now on second down for this offense. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Breaks into the open. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Bishop. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. It is good! And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Trying play action. Got it in the middle of Sherrill. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Back to throw, it's Pavia. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
Not sexy, it's not pretty, it's actually kind of old school because people don't really run a lot of QB sneaks anymore. You don't even see quarterbacks under center that much. But what do? You keep your momentum going. You've already strung together a bunch of plays. Now is not the time to get super aggressive. Way to go high percentage, run the quarterback sneak, get the first down.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws to the tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. To the ground with the back. 5 finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Volunteers in the hurry-up.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on first down.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. They move on top here in the fourth.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing, good decision by the quarterback, getting it out quick.
They'll line up to go for two. Looking to pass. It's Pavia. Bears the pressure. Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack works the two-point try. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't full. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
On third down, he drops to throw. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Vols will line up to punt it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. To the air on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
And the Commodores trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Pavia. That's caught. It's Stowers. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Alexander. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wide receiver going in motion. With jet sweep pass. Turning it on. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
The give. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The play action fake. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He got it.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here is the Tennessee offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, no question. They've got to score a touchdown and get the 2-point conversion here, but that's a good start to this 2-minute drive. You always want to get it going. You want to get that momentum going, put the defense on their heels. They accomplished that with the last throw.
And the Volunteers are in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Aguilar. And as he throws, and it's incomplete on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll try the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He's looking downfield to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Alexander. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. Punt is in the air. Wants to bring it back. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Last drive was a quick 3-and-out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And this option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. I mean, just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first down and wants more. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Vols now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Using his legs, it's Thomas. Oh, he's got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Space on the right. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Run in the red zone, it's Thomas. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Volunteers want to crank the tempo. Back to pass, it's Aguilar. He's got him. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. He'll keep it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
After the score, they need this two-point conversion to tie. Trying to barge their way in. And tackled there by the defense. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. He'll do it himself. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to throw on first down. That pass is incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. This time he's got his man. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Commodores getting set on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They feed him again. Picks up the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Line gets set, first down. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.